if a young person who just got their private pilot's license comes in and they're celebrating, or they're coming in for their next medical, or they just got hired for their first professional flying job, and they say, Dr. Kozarski, how can I mess this up? This is such a good thing. How can I possibly mess this up? And I say, don't drink excessively. You know, if you're going to drink, if you're going to use alcohol, whatever, do it under control. Never, ever get a DUI. Never get a DUI. It's going to make your aviation medical life complicated. All right? And complicated can come from you barely got a DUI and you're going to have to go through an exoneration process for that. That's going to take time, gather records, and convince the FAA that this was just a one-time low breathalyzer level that won't happen again, and write a personal statement of how stupid I was and how I'm never going to do that again. But if you get a high breathalyzer result, it's going to be presumed that you do have an abuse or dependence issue with alcohol. And that is going to buy you a long wait before you get a special issuance medical certificate. And you are going to be, your abstinence is going to be followed for 7 years with random testing and in a very, very restrictive, very expensive program to allow you to fly. And the first, second, and third piece of advice is don't do it. You know, Uber.
That easy.
Yeah, I mean, don't do it. If you think you have a problem with alcohol, basically raise your hand, get it fixed. It's, you know, do that rather than to be caught by the FAA. And then every time you go for an aviation medical exam, it says, if you read the small print, the FAA is going to cross its database with that of all of the alcohol infraction databases of all the states in the United States, and you're going to get caught. Yeah. And the only thing worse than getting a DUI is the FAA finding out about your DUI.
Not being forefront with it.
Yeah, you got to come up front.